Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Tonight I have a chocolate ganache pecan pie. I'm going to add a ganache layer to the bottom of that ready-made pie crust. It's a traditional pecan pie, but I'm going to change it up, like I said, with the chocolate layer on the bottom. It's ooey gooey, delicious, and something different for the holidays or your friends. I've been eating pecan pie since the 70s. It's super easy to make. What I love about it, you don't need a mixer. Welcome to my channel. I'm Jennifer. My channel is all about easy, quick meals that you don't have to cook, don't like to cook, or don't want to cook, or don't know how to cook. So anyway, let me show you the ingredients. I'm going to use a little bit of sea salt. You normally would use kosher salt, but I don't have any. You can use light Karo syrup or dark. I'm going with the light because that's all I have. I'm going to use regular sugar, heavy cream, that's for the ganache layer. And I've got semi-sweet chocolate chips that I'm going to use in the microwave. 6 tablespoons of butter. I'm going to use ½ a cup of white sugar. I have brown sugar that I keep in the freezer. I'm going to use 3/4 of a cup. A little bit of vanilla, 3 eggs, and some chopped pecans. Now you can use whole pecans. They look prettier on the pie when it rises and it's cooked, but it's so much harder to cook and the pieces come out looking very ugly. So I like mine chopped. So I'm going to go ahead and put you guys on pause. I'm going to go ahead and get everything set up to show you how to make the ganache layer. I do it in the microwave. You can do it on a double boiler. But the microwave is easier. Like I said, my channel is about quick and easy. So let me put you guys on pause. Let's get cooking. Okay, I'm going to use about ½ a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. And I'm going to put these in this microwave safe bowl. And then I'm going to use the same amount, ½ a cup of heavy cream. And I'm going to microwave this at 30-second intervals until this is melted, and just keep stirring this. I have my oven heated at 450 degrees. I got a great trick to show you guys. Instead of power baking the shells as I always do, I really like this new method where you cook it at 450 for 15 minutes, and then you take the oven, you don't open the door, you lower it down to 350 and continue cooking the pie. So let me put you on pause and get this ganache layer made. Okay, everyone, this took a minute. I did it in 2 30-second intervals, and you see it's really chocolate and gooey, so it's kind of warm. I'm going to go ahead and spread this in the bottom of my pie dish. This is a 9-inch pre-made. Of course, you know, like I said, my channel is all about not making it hard, making it easy. But if you want to make your own crust, go right ahead. I'm just smoothing this out evenly on the bottom. And then the next step is you put this in the freezer. This needs to go in there for about 20 minutes until it gets hard. This separates the layer so you have a nice ooey gooey chocolate layer on the bottom. So let me put you guys back on pause, get set up to make the filling, and put this in the freezer. Okay, I've got my pie crust in the oven. I'm going to go ahead and crack 3 eggs, doing them one at a time. And I really like this method of cooking it twice, because basically, whoopsie, that's why you be careful you don't want a shell in here. I'm going to cook it at 450 degrees for 15 minutes. Then I'm not going to open the oven door. I'm going to lower it to 350, 450, then to 350. And that'll set your crust, because I do not like a soggy bottom. Most people don't. And I'm sick and tired of power baking it and all that. So you want to definitely break your yolks up and get those whisked really, really nice. And these are room temperature eggs. And then I'm going to add, now my pie is actually very sweet. I'm using light brown sugar as opposed to dark. If you like the molasses flavor, I didn't have any, and I'm going with the light Karo syrup. Normally I use the dark. And I'm going to use an extra ½ a cup of sugar. So you know this is going to be super sweet, because usually it only asks for a cup. I would normally use the dark, but I decided to do something different this time. And I'm really not a fan of molasses. So now I have 6 tablespoons of melted butter that I've melted in the microwave. I'm going to go ahead and add that in and mix that. Make sure this is very well incorporated. While my shell is in the freezer with the ganache layer, it's really good. It's something really different. Like I said, I've been eating pecan pie since high school, and this is that was in the 70s. So now I'm going to add some vanilla bean paste. I'm not going to measure it. I'm just going to add a nice amount to that. And then mix that in. It's great for the holidays if you want something different. Like I said, a change up on your pie. And most recipes ask for kosher salt. I only have sea salt, so I'm only going to use just a little bit. And you know you have to use salt to, you can put salt in cake to offset the sweetness. And I've got that all mixed up. And now you need 1 cup of Karo syrup. And like I said, I'm using the light. If you have the dark, great. If you prefer the dark, great. If I wasn't making this chocolate ganache bottom, I would probably definitely be using the dark. So I'm going to put 1 cup, and I'm not using the right measuring cup. I grabbed the wrong one. This is for dry measurements. I just wanted to let you guys know I am aware of that. This should have been this is a dry measuring cup, measuring utensil. Put that there and then stir this up. And this is basically your base of your pie. Now I'm going to add 1.5 cups of chopped nuts. And like I said, I prefer them chopped. They're not chopped as finely as I like because some of them are half pieces. And this is wet because I put the corn syrup in here. So half of my nuts are stuck in here. I'm going to just take my finger and get them all out. It's almost midnight and I'm making this pie for the holidays. I've been sitting around all day messing around because you know I don't like to cook. And if you guys like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. You know I upload, those that know me, welcome back. I try 2 videos a week. I always include an inspirational quote and add a controversial joke. That's another half of the pecans. I'm going to mix this together. And this is the base for the filling. Just get this mixed really, really well. And I don't know how you found me, but I'm so happy you're here. This is what I do. Like I said, I work as a nurse. I tell you all the time. And I try and give you an inspirational quote to keep you guys motivated on the grind because my job is very, very depressing. Telling people they have pancreatic cancer, all kinds of craziness when they come in just thinking they're sick, and they are really sick. So I'm going to put this on pause, get my pie shell out, and move on to the next step. Okay, guys, it took about 20 to 30 minutes, and as you see, it's pretty hard and set, and that's what you want. So now I'm going to go ahead and spoon the pecan pie mixture on top. And like I said, I used them chopped because it cuts better. It makes prettier cut pieces. Now, if you're one of those people that are, for aesthetic reasons, you want to go ahead and make it really pretty, you can go ahead and not add the nuts and then take your hands and take halves, pecan halves. I use the crushed ones. And you can take your fingers and set them around and make them in a design if you like. But if not, you can just dump them all in. That's really delicious. And it will, put this back, you can see it. They'll all float to the top. I bought this on Amazon. Whoops, it was $9 because the crust will brown really, really fast. And I'm picky, I don't want my crust really dark. So I'm gonna go ahead and cover this with this little contraption I bought. It was $9.99 for 2 of them. I have it on a baking sheet. I'm gonna put this in the oven at 450 degrees and I'm gonna lower the temperature in 15 minutes to 350 and it'll cook 60 to 70 minutes. You wanna stick a toothpick in the middle and make sure that it is set. And then you have to let it sit for a couple hours. So I'll see you guys back. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. More importantly, a comment. I love to answer my comments, and please share this video with people. Like I said, it has a fudgy bottom. It's something different than your traditional pecan pie. Let me put you guys on pause. See you back in about an hour. Okay, everyone, there you have it. It's been cooking for exactly 1 hour, and I took the shield off 30 minutes to keep the crust from being too brown. It's perfectly brown the way I like it. Like I said, if you like this video, please like, subscribe, and share. It has to cool for a couple hours on this wire rack. So I'm going to let it cool, turn the camera around, and tell you guys my joke. And as always, thanks for watching, and see you back in a few minutes. And I got a great joke for you guys. Okay, guys, there you have it. This is Ganache Pecan Pie. You must give this a try. It is thebomb.com. I've been eating pecan pie for 40 years, but that fudgy bottom layer takes it to a whole nother level. You get the chocolate flavor, it's gooey, and then you have the traditional pecan pie on top. So let me tell you guys my joke. Okay, guys, here's my joke. A king summons 3 of his most loyal people to a meeting. The king looks at the first man named Rand and says, "Rand, kiss my hand," he ordered. Rand obeys him and kisses his hand. The king looks at the second person called Lee and ordered Lee, "Kiss my knee." He obeys and kisses his knee. The king looks in the direction of the third man and screams, "Mick, Mick, why you running? Why you running?" I thought that was hilarious. You get it? I guess, I don't know. Maybe it's going to say kiss my dick. I don't know. But anyway, I hope you guys like this video. Please leave some comments. Like I said, subscribe, like, and share. And I hope to see you on the next one. Have a great evening and God bless. Thanks for watching.